Good afternoon. Welcome to the next session of Vencast TV. I'm Dr. Rashi Khare, a senior cardiologist from Delhi. With me, I've got Dr. Florin, and he is an eminent cardiologist, international faculty to our Vencast session. Sir, how did you find this conference different from the regular conferences that you have been attending?
Yes, I have attended many conferences in my professional life, but this is really a fantastic conference because it's really you notice there's a lot of women. Very good idea to have this. I was surprised to find out that this is the 5th time you're doing this already, so it's good. And I had a lot of good discussions already and good spirit. And I find it. What I found very special was it's somehow less competitive. So it's less testosterone around. It's more harmonic, it's more discussion, more fact-based. I like it.
So we have seen in our normal life that women have worse outcomes in the cardiac diseases. It has been established medically also. So can you share some words of wisdom for this?
Well, I think this is something we have underestimated for a very long period of time. We know we have worse outcomes in acute myocardial infarction, in treating these patients. I think it's good that we finally now deal with this subject, and I think conferences like this are great because they are really reminding of this, and we can then tackle these problems and start to improve outcomes in women too.
Yes, exactly. That's great. And with the newer imaging modalities coming in, we have got a lot of scope. We are much more wiser how to progress with our interventions. So what is your experience, sir, in this?
I think it's important that we use all devices possible to improve outcomes for our patients. And in a way, using imaging is really very logical because when you see more, you do a better job.
Yes.
So with imaging, I think we can further improve outcomes because we need to remind ourselves that we are treating a lot of young patients.
Yes,
and if we are doing something to someone who is 35 or 40, this needs to last for 50 years. So that's why we need to do a perfect job. And in order to do a perfect job, we have to use intravascular imaging in complex lesions.
Yes, so I think imaging has made it a lot more wiser in complex lesions, and also it tells us what not to do. It tells us when to leave actually, because in young patients, if we put a foreign body, when there's no plaque ulceration, there's no thrombus, so it is really helpful for the current pandemic of CAD that is, especially in Asia, it is coming like anything. We have got very young deaths.
Yes, I think it's see, with imaging, you first of all you learn a lot, and second of all, you don't have to treat everything which might look bad angiographically, because you can measure lumen, and if you have enough lumen, then maybe you just don't touch it. It's the better idea than do something else. And I think the good thing is as well that because we see sometimes you might not have enough lumen, but you see it's such a calcified vessel. It's so diffusely diseased. If the symptoms are mild, maybe not doing anything is the better choice than putting a very, very long stent. So I think with this, learning how to deal with imaging is really a great tool for your daily life.
And so one last question. What word of wisdom do you like to give to the budding young cardiologists who are just coming in the field and trying to make their name?
Well, I think it's hard to choose one word. But I would say try to do a really good job and try to improve yourself daily, because if you stop learning, then you are not only good, you are not only bad for yourself, you are also bad for your patients, and you don't want to do that. So continuous learning is very important.
Yes. Sir, would you like to share some words about the conference you are presently attending? How different it is and how well organized it is?
Well, the organization is perfect. I like the fact that you are doing such a thing. It's great. I heard that there's several hundred interventional cardiologist ladies in India. This is good. So you can also do a conference. In Switzerland, it will be maybe 5 or so interventional cardiologist ladies. So this means we have to catch up, and invest more in education of young female cardiologists. But I like the fact, and I like really the good energy and the really fact-based and not the competitive
Yes.
fashion here. So it's really a good spirit, and I hope I can be back.
Very nicely said, sir. Dr. Sarita has actually put all her heart in this conference, and it's all her hard work. And some word for her.
Yes, I mean, I know Sarita only from the social media. I had heard about the lady, but now I finally got to know her in person. I think it takes a lot of courage to be a lady interventional cardiologist anyway, and I think especially also in these times where you see there's maybe thousands of men interventional cardiologists, but just a few hundred ladies. And in my country, hundreds of interventional cardiologists men, but just a few ladies. So I think to take the courage and to do a dedicated conference, congratulations for the courage, and I will support her whenever I can.
She has actually excelled in her field. She's a very hardworking and a very perfect operator.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, I saw that she's a great operator in the live case. I was a moderator, so very good. Nice.
Okay, thank you, sir.